players, welcome to Master Guitar Fret. My name is Jörg Salterman. If you are into the blues, then you know B.B. King and you probably have heard of the B.B. box. In this lesson we'll explore the B.B. box. We will learn a few simple licks that you can expand on and improvise with and improve. Okay, so let's go listen to a whole 12-bar blues solo in the B.B. box. These are pretty cool sounding notes. In these lessons, I want to demonstrate that you can play an entire lead solo in this box. The key is to incorporate tasty bends, vibrato and slides and other techniques to make the notes really stand out. However, you can also use minor pentatonic licks in conjunction with the B.B. box. This will give you a multi-dimensional sound and it will make your solos more tasteful. You know, the B.B. box is great, you can stay there, but you can also use it as a tool in your lead soloing. At the end of this video, I will show you an example of how you can incorporate some minor pentatonic licks, and that will lead into my second lesson about the B.B. box and expanding on it with incorporating different scales and different licks. If you get something out of my lessons, then please subscribe, hit the bell so you get notification when new lessons go up. Thank you. As always, links to the backing track for this lesson as well as the tab for the lead solo are in my description. Check out the links and they're free to download for you. So how do we find the B.B. box? This lesson is in the key of A. We're in the A bar chord, the E-shaped bar chord. So the roots here, the A notes are 5th fret E, 7th fret D, and of course 5th fret high E. And then there's another root right here on the 10th fret B string. And that's where we want to go. Okay, we can easily, if we're in a minor pentatonic scale here, we can easily slide to that root note, use your index finger though, and then you have that B.B. box right handy. And it starts here on the 11th G, then we go to the root, we go to the 12th B, 13th B, then we go to the 10th high E, and the 12th high E. Okay? And then of course you can also use the octave, right, where it starts here. And I'm actually going to add in this lesson another note, and but not to confuse it too much. Let's just stick with those for now. So the root, the A root is here, but in a B.B. box, B.B. usually starts here on that 6th interval. And what does that mean, the 6th interval? Well, if we have the A major scale, every note has a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the 6th interval. Okay. After the 6th comes the 7th, and then the root again. So the 7th is not part of the B.B. box. So it goes from the 6th to the root, and then there's a 2nd, because that's the 2nd note. and then there's a minor third in that would be the normal major scale. One, the first, the root, the second, and the third. But we're playing a flat third. Okay, and that makes the scale kind of minor sounding, sad. But all the rest of the notes are major notes. That's why the BB box is often called a happy, sad blues scale. It's happy sounding, but it has that minor note in it that gives it a little bit of that sad blues feel. And then what's left is a fourth and a fifth. The only limitation about the BB box is that you can only play it over a major progression. If it's a minor blues, the BB box won't work. The notes will not sound good. So enough said about that. Let's go break down the solo lick by lick. Lick 1 goes like this. So in lick 1, we're actually going to use this note here. So it's the third. It's not the flat third, the minor third. It's the third, the major third. I'm adding that with a bend. Okay, so that's not really part of the BB box, but I think it sounds really cool. Okay, so what we're going to do is, so we're here on the 11th fret on the G string, 10th B, and 12th B. Okay, so this is where we're gonna hang out a lot. Okay, so we go, and then we'll do a bend, and it's only a half bend, and then we'll do a full bend. Okay, so there's two bends here, right? The first bend goes only up a half step on the 12th B, and then down, and then up. All right, basically we bend to this note first, and then we bend to here. So we bend first to the flat third, and then the major third. Okay, and that gives it a really cool sound. And then a nice vibrato there at the very end, okay, when you bend up to that major third. Okay, that is lick 1. Lick 2. We'll do the same thing again. So we repeat that, but now we're going to bend up full and release. Okay, so you have to already be in the bend position before you hit the note. And it's okay to be a little bit late with that note, because that sometimes sounds good when you're not right on the beat, right? You probably, if you listen to my demo, I'm not right on the beat there either, but it still sounds pretty cool. And then we do a hammer on, okay, and a pull off. So hammer on from 10 to 12, and then back from 12, a pull off from 12 to 10. After the pull off, we'll go back on the 11th G and the 10th B, and a vibrato. Okay, so I'm going to play it again. That is lick 2. Lick 3. We repeat that. Full bend on the 12th B. And then we'll go to 10th E, 12th E, and then a half bend. Back to the 10, B, and 11, G. Okay, I'll play that again. That is lick 3. Lick 4. So this is similar to lick 1, but the bends are different now. We go only a quarter bend, and then up to a half. We want to end up with a bend on this flat third, the minor note. okay? Where before we went half and full, this time we'll only go quarter and half. So this is going to be a great exercise to target specific notes in your bend. And if you don't get them right away, that's fine, because it's still going to sound good, okay? Anywhere in between, but try to really hit those notes, right? So the target note here would be this one here. So make sure you bend to that, okay? So that's lick 4. So lick 5. So we've done that before in lick 2. But this time we only bend half and release, okay? So you already have to be ready again. And then we hammer on, pull off, back to G11 and B10. Repeat. And a vibrato. And then lick 6. So again, only once and then immediately a bend. Before we always did this. Okay, we'll do a bend on the beat 12, full bend. And then a pull off from beat 12 to beat 10. Back here. And another bend. That's lick 6. And then lick 7 is the turnaround. Okay, here we do something a little different. Familiar, and then slide with your ring finger. And then a vibrato. Lick 8. We've done that. That's actually lick 6 again. Lick 9. Familiar. Full bend. Vibrato. Half bend. Full bend. And slide. And a vibrato. So that's basically that whole lead solo, and you can follow the tabs too that I incorporate there in my explanation, and hopefully that helps you to master that solo. And remember, a full link to the PDF tab is in my description of this video.